everyone, it's Yitmarak and today is my birthday. Okay, technically today isn't my birthday, but it's tomorrow and hopefully if I edit this fast enough, it should be going up on the day of my birthday. So, to celebrate my birth, I'm coming to you to talk about some books. I'm going to be doing the birthday book tag. This was created by Antonia from Always Books. I'm not 100% sure if this is a blog. I just found it on Google, but I will link you down below to where I found all of the questions. Alright, question number 1. Birthday Cake. A book with a plot that seems cliche, but you adore it anyway. So for this question, I'm gonna go with A Week to Be Wicked by Tessa Dare. This one is a historical romance novel. One of the things that I did this year was that I started to read romance, and this was the very first romance novel that I read, and it was so good. So with romance, I usually have a checklist of things that I need and that I want. As long as the book has all of the tropes that I like, as long as it has 2 leads that I enjoy equally, it has good dialogue because I love banter and like witty comments and just fun conversations between characters, and you know, bonus if it has a good plot. A Week to Be Wicked has it all. It has a slightly hate to love romance. It has a fake dating trope, which is one of my favorites, and it's basically the reason why I picked it up. The main characters go on a week-long trip, so there's close proximity and they have to share the bed. The plot overall is super fun. They get into so many crazy situations. Romance novels always make me happy. They are cliches, but I love them. So definitely check out A Week to Be Wicked if you're interested in reading romance. Question number 2. Party guest. Your most anticipated book release for this year. I have to go get it. So my most anticipated release for 2018 was Restore Me by Tahara Mafi. This is the 4th book. Really? The 4th book in the Shatter Me series. So this series follows the character of Juliet, who has the ability to kill people with her touch. It's a dystopian YA, highly focused on a romance with an incredible couple that I love. Her character development is crazy. She is such a nice and sweet person, but at the same time, she is crazy deadly. Crazy deadly. Beautifully written. I love Tahara Mafi's writing, and it was one of the reasons why I loved Shatter Me, the first book, so much. And overall, I would say that it's a story about empowerment and embracing your power and your abilities and gaining confidence. Let's move on. So we have question number 3. Birthday presents. A book that surprised you with how much you loved it. Should have thought about this. Okay, so for this question, I'm gonna go with Merry Ink Mess by Talia Hibbert. So I read this book on a whim. There was this read-along that was going on Twitter, and I decided to join. It is a romance novel, a Christmas romance novel. We follow the characters of Cash and Bailey, who are obviously attracted to each other, but for personal reasons, one doesn't believe in love, and the both of them are too afraid to be in a relationship. Cash is that like bad boy, brooding hero, but then his heart is so good, and he's so warm, and he loves Christmas. Bailey's also a black plus-size character. There were a lot of little things about this novel that I really enjoyed. 2 main characters have great chemistry. It's such a fast read. It definitely got me into the mood. Thanks to this book, now all I want to read is like Christmas romance novels. So I blame you, Merry Ink Mess. This book does get a little bit serious as it talks about domestic violence and homelessness. I picked this book because I wasn't really expecting much from it. I was like, maybe this will be fun, but I loved it so much. And I don't know, it just made me happy reading it. Question number 4. Happy Birthday Song. A book that certainly deserved all the hype it got. I'm gonna go with The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins read. I don't know. I talked about this book in my last video, so if you're interested in a more in-depth talk, then go ahead and check that out. This book is super hype, super popular. It follows the character of Evelyn Hugo, who is a Cuban bisexual Hollywood actress from the 50s. So we follow her as she tells us how she got into the spotlight. I love Evelyn Hugo. She's the definition of a badass. Okay, I'm gonna run out of space. Number 5, Happy Music. A book with some very beautiful and truly memorable quotes. So for this, I'm gonna go with The Alchemist by an author whose name I can't remember right now. Paulo Coelho. I'm probably butchering that. So I read The Alchemist during the semester at school. It follows the character of Santiago, who is on the search for a treasure. He has this dream about traveling to Egypt and visiting the pyramids, and he gives up his whole life to go find this treasure. I don't really rate books that I read for school, and I don't think this is like a favorite of mine, but while reading it, I think that the message that the book delivers is something that a lot of people can relate to, and it's a message that can transcend time. Why, you ask? Well, one of the subjects is following your dreams, listening to your heart. The whole book is filled with some really, really great advice. Overall, that message of just going after what you want, I think it's a good message. Question number 6, Getting Older. A book that you read a long time ago, but you think you would appreciate more if you read it as a more mature reader. I thought about this question and I have no answer, so I'm gonna skip it. I'm sorry, I just couldn't come up with anything. Question number 7, Sweet Birthday Memories. A book that kept you incredibly happy during a sad or demanding period of your life. Okay, so for this question, I'm gonna go with the Twilight series by Stephanie Meyer. I'm gonna put this down. So I mentioned this before, but Twilight was the series that got me into reading. I started really reading when I was in the 6th grade. I read Twilight during like the 7th, 8th grade. I moved to the US. My family moved around a lot, which I did not like because I had to go to a different school every year and I had to make new friends, and then whenever I would get used to or comfortable in a place, we would move again. So that's what happened to me during middle school, which was around the time when I read Twilight. For me, it definitely worked as a escapism. I would stay up all night reading the books, and I loved it. It was a really fun time, and every time I think about it, I always think of it happily. The books helped me get through my 11-year-old problems of going to a new school. I have 3 minutes to go in my memory card, so thank you guys so much for watching. This will be it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a big thumbs up. I will have all my social media down below in the description box, and I guess I will see you guys later. Bye!